Taliban militants started withdrawing unconditionally from the northwestern Pakistani district of Buner on Friday. They had earlier occupied this district in northwest Pakistan, not far from the capital Islamabad, in a bid to expand their version of Sharia law.
They are vacating Swat, as per my information, in stages. As per my information, Megora they have vacated, big roads they have vacated, but that's not enough for us. And that's why the statement of the Prime Minister is there today, that we have given a chance to peace. And therefore, if they do not agree and they do not follow the agreement which they had done with the provincial government, naturally we'll have to move forward for an action.
President Zardari recently signed a deal allowing the implementation of strict Islamic law to end a 2-year campaign of deadly violence in the region. Separately, in a dramatic move on Friday, Prime Minister Gilani announced in Parliament the call for an immediate national conference on terrorism and extremism to devise a national policy to be presented to President Obama by President Zardari next month in Washington. After the session, all main political parties agreed that it was high time to review the decision taken to negotiate and make peace accords with militants.
Even PMLN, who had formerly a very a soft kind of attitude towards Taliban, they have come out very openly, critically against it, and I think this is something good for the country.
The declaration of Maulana Sufi Muhammad, at the Mingora public meeting, that the courts, the High Court, the Supreme Court, the National Assembly, even democracy, all these things lie outside the pale of Islam. This has shaken public opinion in Pakistan.
Pakistan's army chief has vowed to avenge the death of its soldiers in the troubled areas, with sources saying that an army operation in Swat is now on the cards in the next 48 hours.
We support the peace deal and have said from the first day, the talks are the only way forward, not use of force.
It seems as if this shift in policy towards the Taliban has made the militants rethink their own strategy by forcing them to pull out from the Buner district today. Many analysts here in Pakistan believe that there are foreign hands who are involved in trying to influence this nation of 160 million people to choose between the military and the militants. It seems being labelled an infidel democracy by the Taliban has prompted the Prime Minister to make an important announcement today here in Parliament on the advice of Mr Nawaz Sharif, the opposition leader, to call for a national conference on extremism and terrorism, to chalk out a concrete policy once and for all to deal with this growing menace here in Pakistan. Adil Sabir, Press TV, Islamabad.